I want to give you something that is very contradictory to the talking points in popular culture about fasting. What I want to talk about today is something I specifically went over in my last book, Weightlifting is a Waste of Time, which I called the anabolic acceleration that happens after fasting. Hi, my name is John Jaquish. I'm a doctor of biomedical engineering. Gives me a unique perspective beyond a lot of people who studied sports science to get some new perspectives on the things we talk about relating to nutrition, our health, exercise, and how to be as optimized as possible. And today, I want to give you something that is very contradictory to the talking points in popular culture about fasting. So you'll hear from Dr. Peter Attia, a man I have great respect for, and a lot of other people that fasting can cause you to lose muscle. I've always been into fasting. I've done a lot of it. I've done 5-day dry fasts. That means no food, no water for 5 days. And there is a lot of clinical research. Well, I shouldn't say a lot. There's 2 studies that look at dry fasting and found no ill effects and only positive effects. So before somebody complains that that's irresponsible, no, it is responsible and there's evidence behind it. But what I want to talk about today is something I specifically went over in my last book, Weightlifting is a Waste of Time, which I called the anabolic acceleration that happens after fasting. We don't exactly know mechanisms, but we know it's happening. So I think a lot of time people will do a fast and they'll drop a bunch of body weight and then they'll do like a DEXA scan and it'll say, oh, your muscle mass is down. The problem with that is whenever you fast, because in that fast, you're clearly not having carbohydrates. Also think about that word, carbohydrate. Carbohydrates make you retain a lot of water, specifically 3 grams of water per gram of carbohydrate you take in. So every time you fast, you're going to lose water from organs and musculature. And because DEXA scans really look at what is fat mass and then what is not fat mass, then takes what is not fat mass and tries to calculate what might be bone and might be organs based on mathematics. It's really difficult to determine what exactly is going on right after fast, which is why it's better to measure after you hydrate to see how much weight you've lost from a fast. And most studies that say that fasting causes you to lose muscle, they don't do that. So there's a study I'm going to talk about, and I'll put the reference up, where individuals who were eating every other day, so every other day was a fast, and then consequently every other day they would have regular 3 meals or whatever they ate before, versus a group that was in calorie restriction. Both groups lost weight. The fasting group, after a 32-week follow-up, kept the weight off. The regular calorie restriction group did not keep the weight off. But what is so interesting about this is neither group exercised, yet a statistically significant amounts of muscle gained in the fasting group. Why on earth would that happen? They didn't train. Why would they just randomly gain muscle? It's a great question, and we don't have any mechanisms. So the only thing I can do is theorize that individuals who are putting their own biochemistry in that situation have an ability, or they're signaling their body, perhaps, that they need to be more anabolic so they can basically get their next meal. Like if you're starving, your body's like, oh, okay, maybe we need to make you more anabolic so you become stronger so you can go out and get your next meal. Now, that's a lot of inference I just did and some jumps that I'm theorizing about and do not have evidence to back up, but I just think it's unfortunate that people have taken fasting and sort of thrown it in the trash, whereas I think it's one of the best ways to drop body fat, especially when you do a protein sparing modified fast, which actually isn't quite a fast because you consume high amounts of protein and nothing else. And of course, you don't lose nearly as much water in those types of fasts, and you can gain muscle. Because if you really do a deep dive in the literature, and this again falls into the same category with this anabolic acceleration post-fast, or let's say for argument's sake, post-calorie restriction, it's possible that you're just signaling the body to either gain more, or perhaps what's happening, here's another theory, is muscle is actually being gained, like protein synthesis is happening while you're in the middle of the fast, but you can't realize it because that tissue is not yet hydrated. Maybe what's happening is we're stimulating and it's just not really visible until we go back to a normal level of hydration. I'm not sure which one it is, but there is a library of literature that paints the opposite story, and I want you to know about it. Fasting's not bad for you, especially if it's protein sparing modified fast. I'm going to keep making videos on this subject so I can be as absolutely helpful as possible. And I hope this helps. If this video helped you, I want you to subscribe and follow. I'm going to put out videos on a regular basis. I think they're going to help a whole lot of people, especially if you're one of those people that doesn't just instantly grow from lifting regular weights. We've got the answer for you.